Hello. Why do I need these glasses? I really don't. I know what I look like. That's why I don't shave very often. Now, a number of my friends on YouTube, which have taught me a lot, they usually do this. Tick, tick, tick. As in the keys are clicking. Mine are silent. Then they go. Just to make sure all the screens are working. This may be the last time you see this screen. Well, I don't even have to. It's August 2nd, 2021. Probably sometime. Now I see why I need my glasses. Probably sometime around 9:30. I don't know. So, what's on my mind tonight? Well, the first thing is, as everybody knows, I've been with Sprint since before Sprint was invented. Maybe a question. Where's that video? I'm not going to wade through all of his videos to find the answer to this. I don't blame you. I wouldn't either. Well, let me get to my notes. I don't have any. That's spontaneous again. Well, anyway. August is going to be a chaotic month. Do you know there's floods? And the day before there was dust storms? And 100 years forward, it was a desert. That's not really the intent of this video. Drum roll, what is the intent? Well, I don't know. Should have went live and did this. Waiting for people to accumulate, and after 30 minutes after I've done my rant, I go back and review comments. But I don't have that many followers, and that's good. What do you think about the economy? What do you think about eviction notices? And who gets them and who don't? And which towns? Oh, that's right. I heard today that President Biden and House Speaker Pelosi got into a little disagreement. And there was always one thing they both could always agree on. Pelosi had a freezer full of ice cream, and old Uncle Joe just had one with my favorite waffle cone. Because he's one of us. Is she one of them? Who are they? We're supposed to blame everything on somebody, aren't we? Actually, I blame my ancestors. You know why? I didn't have a decision on who slept with who. It's just sleeping, you know. My dad used to hate that joke. It's not my fault. I'm still me. Oh, and no, this is not becoming a Jesus channel because this is not. But I could have been put by my, no, not my mind. My mind was trained by parents, elementary school, I had friends on the playground. Oh, excuse me. I love them shark movies, don't you? Like them Viking movies. Sometimes they're like, not the Americans ones, the ones overseas, where you have to know like 3 or 4 languages when you watch them, unless you've got the little English subtitles down below, which I'm probably multilingual since we're going back in time. You remember when everybody spoke one language? Then they built the Tower of Babel. What was it called, Babylon? Because everybody babbles now. All you gotta do is watch the news, and everybody just gets babbling. But there are certain words although they don't sound right, they spell similar. You know, I got into the music world. I love my dad and here, but he always stole my thunder, and I never knew why. I actually did have a talk with him once. He said, because you were always outdoing me. You're always better than me. I said, well, that's not exactly true, but if it was true and everybody saw that, then they would use that as an accolade to you, as a positive thing, because you had a positive influence on my life. As far as I know, I don't have any. But I told him, the man who raised me, the man who helped me get through the difficult parts of my life, that is my father. And of course, we can take this to the spiritual realm. And every time I was in a difficult situation, 2 floods, a house fire, 3 T-bones, 4 times that women ran through the stoplight and the car went. It's like, I'm done. I think I will just become a hermit. Speaking of hermits, and this is the point of the story, if you're still here, there still may be a question at some future video. My birds, I love them. They taught me so much. I had a semi-friend at the farmer's market that every morning she thought she was doing me a favor. She was into Shell oil or something, and she'd get there 5 minutes before I opened, and she just bought everything I had. And so a couple of times I went over there for Thanksgiving dinner, and her husband, Richard from England, which I'm sure he's pretty much related, and he might even be listening. He said she'd come back so tired. As soon as she went to sleep, I picked up all your produce and threw it in the trash. And then he wanted to go walk in the woods. And there's a place over at another term I'll bring up in my brain soon. It's the Ozarks Hills. And then I found out that he didn't even live with her. And he brought a bodyguard with him, which I don't care about bodyguards. I used to wrestle. I used to box. I used to spend 2 or 3 months out of the year with 3 cousins that thought I was extremely rich. Black, white, Jewish, pink, purple. Wasn't any of those, so So anyway, about the birds. I actually started this as an experiment when my dad passed away. I like the squeaky chair. And my friend in Cambodia, which swears he's from Thailand, likes his too. So here it goes. And I've said this before. Don't ever grant the last man's dying wish. They will certainly make a book, a movie, a trilogy, or part 3. But he had fond memories of me as a young guy before I went off to college. And I had this great idea about raising Japanese cottony quail and pheasants and all sorts of birds of the feather. Did a few rabbits also, but I liked them too much. For all my cat lovers out there, I'd rather have a rabbit than a cat. Easier to, except when they, can I say that? They do have to pass water from time to time. So did Charlotte. Well, anyway, here's the point of the story. I haven't hatched any birds in 2.5 years. And I started this whole project because my dad asked me to. And I only have like 4 hens and a rooster and a half. It's like, I hope you're tired. I hope it's your day off. I'd kind of like sneak one in. Well, anyway, I did a hatch, and I have 8 baby peepers. No, I'm not going to take pictures of them because I don't have their permission to release it. They could come back and sue me if they're important. But anyway, I'll be up. I can never raise kids now. I mean, it's like every 2 or 3 hours. Beep, 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 boop, 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 beep, beep, beep. I used to think they were griping and unhappy. No. They're just saying, is there anything, anybody, anything out there, anybody that's similar to me and is feeling the way I am? And after a few hours, you go there and you talk to them. Sing to them. Make a YouTube video for them. They settle down. So I have kept my bloodline alive. And this is directly related to Bob Jones's prophecy. Not me, but my father's prophecy. And I so thank the internet that he's no longer described as a false prophet. And just about everybody that slandered him, slammed him, misinterpreted him, made fun of him, gosh, they have simply disappeared. Where's your mask? Oh! By the way, you remember that guy named Wayne? You mean the guy that died a long time ago? You can reinvent yourself. Well, here we go. I cleaned my hard drive, although I didn't add silk. I guess put on your glasses. Oh, I guess I could. I don't know where it is. Oh. I'm a pirate. All right, enough fun. Expect something on August. Oh, there it is. There's a warning. Expect something on August 11th. August 15th, 50 years after the dollar died because we went off a gold standard. Expect September 7th because Bonnie and Lynn are not going to do a shepherd's rod because they are believing January 1st is a shepherd's rod, which... Am I Jewish? Do I look Jewish? No. I studied Judaism. I study Iran. I studied Turkey. Have you seen how many floods, fires, sandstorms, all in the same day in the same area? Just saying. I know where I'm going. Do you? All right. I got nothing else to say. Except I know there's some out there watching me. Not as cute as I was, but I don't sleep very well at night. All right. I'm out of here.